few minutes to get set up, and we will get started. And that is somehow still working. I did not think that would. Everything I've touched today seems to break, so I'm trying to touch as little amount as possible during the live. So it's just been one of those days, but excuse me. As soon as my screen loads here, we will get started. I do have a couple of announcements, and then we will get started. And oh, yep, looks like I broke it. That is awesome. Let's try this. Let's break this. Oh, I think I got it. It's coming on now. All right, sorry about that, everybody. Welcome to our Sunday Night Live. We do this every Sunday at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, or we try to at least, and we go live for... What is going on here? There we go. So, I apologize. First and foremost, we do this every Sunday for your questions and try to help you with your adventure with Coturnix Quail. So if you have any questions about Coturnix Quail, feel free to ask now. I will get to them as quickly as I possibly can, and we will try to help you the best that we can with your Coturnix Quail journey. We do a couple fun things here every Sunday. At 7 p.m. on our live Q&A. Number one, if you want to let us know where you're from, it's always interesting to see where all the quail people are at in the world. Number two, if you have hatched any eggs from us in the past week and have not given us the hatch rate, feel free to do so. We will write that down for our records. And, oops. We will write that down for our records and update that. We are currently sitting at a 74% exactly, 74% hatch rate on shipped eggs for the year. Third, we try to be kind to one another, so it is a great community. Let's support each other in the comments, help each other out. And if you would be so kind to support the channel by just hitting the like button, it is free and it helps the channel grow, and I would greatly appreciate it. And last but not least, I try to do any announcements for the quail community or Myshire Farm or what's going around, just so everybody's up to date. So that is what we will do now. First and foremost, if you do not know what QuailCon is, you need to. It is coming up in 2 weeks, little less actually. It is a quail and homesteading event here at Myshire Farm. I'm actually going to take just a few minutes. I will talk as quickly as I can, but I'm going to talk a few minutes about that tonight. We only have 3 tickets left. So I do have 4 or 5 people that said they could not make it. So I think that once we sell these 3, I'll put that amount back on the website in case you're interested. But as of right now, there are only 3 tickets left to QuailCon, and then we will be completely sold out. But it is here at Myshire Farm, August 31st and September 1st. It is going to be an amazing event, and I'm actually going to pull this up real quick because I want you to know a little bit about it. Now, you can read all about it on our website at myshirefarm.com and go to the tab that says QuailCon 2024. I gave you the times and the dates and all that. So the presenters, the speakers, are going to include myself and my wife separately and together. We're doing some different things. Most of you do not know who my wife is. She's never been on camera. Well, she's been on camera once, and I think she had a heart attack and swore that she would never do it again. So she'll be speaking at QuailCon, which I'm very, very excited about. And I wish I could be there, but I'll be doing tours. And then we're actually, at the end of the second day, we're actually going to have a Myshire Farm live Q&A in front of everybody before we dismiss. So I'm really excited about that. So she'll be with me on that. We'll have Aaron Goutros from Goutros Family Farm here. We have Brad and Nikki James from Short Pickens Quail. We have Carrie and Darren Knapp from Knapp Family Mini Ranch. We have Chris Carnes from Slightly Rednecked. We have Dale Witherell from Dale's Quails. Excuse me. We have David Fernandez from Winola Ranch. We have Fran Crow from Woodpecker Pines Farm. We have Jasmine Bass from Time and Timber. We have Jim Ward from Ohio NPIP, which is a hit every year. I can't wait to hear him again. We have I am so sorry. We have Katrina Krakow from Sow and Tear. We have Keith Caserta from Casey Lawson Farm. We have Kelly Connect from Feathered Connections Homestead. We have Linda Easton from Hatching at Home and Quail Hatching at Home and Quail 101. We also have Melly and Ricky Ward from Battleborn Urban Farm. We have Papa the Builder that's going to be speaking a few different times about farm and garden and compost and poop systems and things like that. And then we have Verna Young, which is from Vay's Place. She's also my moderator here tonight with Ed Got Bait. We're going to have speakers, we're going to have classes, we're going to have quail butchering workshops, we're going to have quail barn tours, farm tours, garden tours, we're going to have games and bouncy houses for the kids and some adults. We're going to have vendors and experts, demonstration tables, we're going to have raffles with amazing prizes. We're going to have food trucks on Saturday and Sunday, different both days. So you'll get a variety of different foods, which is awesome. And if you purchased your tickets for the Saturday night dinner, that will be provided by us. We're going to have quail and a pig that we've raised just for this, and a few sides that we're going to purchase, and then a whole lot more. So on the website under the QuailCon 2024, you can actually go and see the actual map layout of where everything's at and the actual schedule. So I'm hoping that you all can see that if you're coming. And right below that, you can actually check out the QuailCon shirts. This will be the last week you can purchase them. They are pre-sale only. They will be shipped to you. A couple different varieties, different changes. Mine is actually in the wash because I wore it yesterday, and then my wife yelled at me because I was supposed to wear it today and it's not ready. So, but you can purchase those and represent QuailCon at QuailCon with your QuailCon t-shirts, and that is brought to you by Feather Connections Homestead. Okay, so that is enough of that. I'm going to pull this back up. There we go. Look at me, not breaking anything. And we will get back into the comments. So again, if you have any questions at all, I'm getting into the comments now, and we will try to help you as best we can. And here we go. Stuart Nickel is in the house. Stuart here from Scotland this week. I hatched 11 from 12 mixed quail eggs from England, so I ordered another 24 eggs. Zach has taught me all I know. Well, I don't know if that's good or bad, but welcome. We're glad you're here, and good luck on the next hatch. We wish you the best. And hopefully Myshire will be over there one day. That would be awesome. Wyatt Higgs is in the house. I know he's coming to QuailCon. Says, hey Zach, I can't wait to see you in 13 days at Homesteading Convention, working for those 13 days to get money to purchase some eggs and birds right from you. Absolutely. You'll be able to pick those out, and can't wait to meet you. Alaska Nomad's in the house from Tennessee. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Obviously, Vay's Place and Ed Got Bait, they are in blue in the comments. They are my moderators on here. They help a ton in the quail community, especially on Facebook. And Vay's Place will be here speaking and vending, and we're very thankful for them. John F. is in the house. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Teresa Wiggins Gallery is in the house. Welcome. We're glad you're here. No one's talking to me. Richard Jensen's in the house from Kansas. Welcome. Oh, and about QuailCon, I do believe we have 27 states coming, and we have 3 different territories in Canada now coming, which is very, very cool. There is a person that is talking to me currently that is in England that is trying to make the trip. He will have a full decision by Wednesday, but I have not heard yay or nay, but he is working his best to get here. Teresa Wiggins says, Eep, I have enough trouble sleeping. Oh, you're not talking to me. Tesla Bot is in the house. My quails hatched yesterday. I have 10. Awesome. Congratulations. And we wish you the best. Teresa says, I'm still building my aviary. I keep running into issues. That is life. I get that. Me too. Aaron Gutros is in the house, says, good evening, everyone, watching from South Louisiana. He'll be a speaker here at QuailCon, as well as helping out with the Butcher Experience. So we thank him very much. Can't wait to see him again and hang out. Teresa Wiggins says, once I get it built and get an incubator, I'm going to get tuxedo eggs from Zach. There you go. Good luck. And we have quite a bit of variety of tuxedos, so I think you'll be happy. TeslaBot says, 10 out of 24. I cracked a few. I got them in Canada, a place called Breezy Farms. You should check out Myshire Farm because we ship all over Canada. So you can actually go to our website and go to the Canada division, and we have all sorts of different varieties there for you. TeslaBot says, is QuailCon streamed? It is not. It is live only. John F. says, hopefully Zach has his potential Duck Dynasty beard. Yeah, we'll have this until right after QuailCon, and then I'm fairly certain it's coming off. But that will be a discussion with me and my wife first. The Bentley Homestead says, first time I've made it on for a live stream right down the road near Middletown. Well, welcome. We're glad you're here. And yeah, if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Hopefully you can make it to QuailCon since you're right around the corner. David Bullock's in the house from North Carolina. We have 3 QuailCon tickets left. And you know what state is not representing David? North Carolina. North and South Carolina is not being represented. So I'm just saying. Joseph's in the house from Wichita Falls, Texas. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Paul Reed's in the house. Says, I got my quail from you this week. Awesome. We did have some more troubles with the post office this week. I did reship a few orders that were just completely lost. So hopefully we got the bugs out, and the new scanning system will go much smoother this week. So, but we'll take care of everybody. You know, we can't control the post office, but we'll make sure that you are taken care of. Peggy Thompson's in the house, has just finished a hatch of 44 jumbo eggs in my Nurtray 360 with 34 hatches. One didn't make it. These eggs are second generation from your eggs. Thanks for getting me started. I'm hooked. That is wonderful. You did a great job. 34 out of 44 in the Nurtray. Congratulations. You did great. And good luck in the future. And Malone is in the house. Malone's from Colorado. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Homestead Matters, love that name, says hello all from Eugene, Oregon. Wish we could join QuailCon. Hopefully, I mean, maybe next year, or you just say, let's just do it. Just do it. And come this year. TeslaBot says, I've noticed a few things no one mentioned. Sometimes they sleep like they're dead. They don't look up. They follow lasers, and they take a few steps back before they poo. That is all true. Most of the time. The Bentley Homestead says, we will be at QuailCon. Wonderful to hear. I am working on getting the farm ready for everybody. So it is long, strenuous days outside and in the barn. And hopefully everybody will be happy when they get here. But we'll give it our all. Alexander Henby is in the house from Indianapolis. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Dragon Girl's in the house from Western Washington. Welcome. PJ's Family Farm is in the house. Says, hello, all you beautiful quail and homesteading people in the house from the Catskill Mountains of New York. PJ's Family Farm is going to be helping us out at QuailCon. They're not speaking this year, but they are volunteering a lot of time before and during QuailCon, so we thank them very much. S.O. Swanson is doing the same, so we thank both of them for all of their support and help. We could not put this on without them. I don't know if Brad and Nikki are on here. I don't think I've seen them yet, but if you are, I really need to talk to you. So if you can reach out to me, because I will forget again. And then it'll be like at midnight, and I'll be like, oh, I forgot again. Every day for like the past 2 weeks. M. Malone says, what supplemental light is best? Incandescent, LED, Christmas light sufficient. Christmas lights are sufficient. We use natural light bulbs, but incandescent's fine. LED works just fine. We use some of those as well. A ton of people would just use Christmas lights around the cage, and that works just fine. So I wouldn't invest too much money in the light system, and I wouldn't stress too much. Whatever you've got laying around will do. Rainy Day Z is in the house, or Rainy Days is in the house from Massachusetts. I don't think we have Massachusetts coming to QuailCon either. But welcome, we're glad you're here. TeslaBot says it showed where the feeder was with the laser. There you go. So and Tears in the house says, good evening, everyone. Watching on my phone from my new place in Oregon. I hope everyone is doing well today. Absolutely. So and Tear will be here talking at QuailCon, which I'm very excited about. And she just moved to Oregon on a very nice large property. So congratulations to you. Teresa Wiggins says, my cats love the laser. There you go. Taz says, hello from South Carolina. Love your quail. Love your hatching eggs. Well, thank you very much. We do not have South Carolina representing at QuailCon. There's 3 tickets left. It's August 31st, September 1st. It's a long weekend, Labor Day weekend. Just come. Just get the tickets. Come. Represent South Carolina so they're not left out, and you'll have a blast. TeslaBot says, I think I have an idea for a laser quitted quail riding a cat. There you go. Someone here says, excited to see everyone at Quail and Homesteading Con. Absolutely. It is right around the corner. TJ the Gamer, which is my son, supposed to be doing homework, I do believe, is in the house. Welcome. And now get off and finish your homework, please. Misty Don's in the house from Portland, Oregon. Welcome. Andy is in the house from Middleville, Michigan. So stoked for QuailCon. Wonderful. Can't wait to see you here and meet y'all. Oliver Wendell Douglas is in the house. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Fist is in the house. Has just got my tickets a few hours ago. Very excited to go. Wonderful. Can't wait to see you as well. And yeah, we are going to be doing a couple different things. Number one, I really wanted to change the format of QuailCon this year because last year, the years before that, I was nonstop. Like, I talked to pretty much everybody that came, but I didn't talk to anybody. Like, it was just constant rush, no good conversations. Last year, it was like that on Saturday, but I'm doing tours once an hour, every hour for people, and there's a bunch of you guys, and it's a good time, but there's not a lot of quality one-on-one time. So I have decided this year that Saturday, it's my day to work all day, start to finish. It is what it is. Sunday, I'm going to keep an eye on everything, have my walkie-talkie on in case there's issues. I'm going to walk around each hour, making sure all the speakers are all right and things like that. But I really just want to walk around and just talk to people one-on-one this year. I think it's going to be great. I'm really looking forward to it. That's why we changed the format on Sunday. That's why we changed the actual area of it. It's actually going to be in where we were parking before. So it's going to be more compressed, more together, but yet more spread out. You'll see when you get here. So I hope it all works out. In my head, all of this makes sense. We'll see how it goes. Sherry Rush is in the house from Western Kentucky. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Fred's in the house. Says Fred and Sally from FNS Quail in North Carolina. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Just saying, I know I've said it. North Carolina is not representing at QuailCon. Don't let North Carolina be left out, Get the tickets, come, enjoy yourself, get a weekend away. M. Malone says, I'm wondering what I should do at this point. I don't remember what was going on. I apologize. Teresa says, wish I had someone to walk me through the processing. I know there are videos, but actually, so we've got some videos, yes. But the processing, I highly recommend you go to Time and Timber. Time is in THYME, Time and Timber YouTube channel. I think Jasmine only has like 1 or 2 videos up, but one of them is the butcher process that she does at QuailCon. And it is the most thorough, understanding video you will find out there for quail processing. So I would watch that video. She's very elegant. I am not. I am down and dirty. I make a mess within the first 3 quail. I look like a horror movie. Like I'm just, let's go. And she, is petting them and rocking them to sleep. And but it's a very good video to learn. No one's talking to me. I'm trying. Aaron Gutros is in the house. Says, Zach, get with me during the week when you have time about QuailCon. I am planning on getting together with all the speakers and volunteers this week. I just finished a big project. I didn't finish it, but I'm close enough where I'm taking a few weeks off from it. So the next 2 weeks is all Quail and QuailCon. And then, you know, taking my kids here, there, and the other, and coaching their soccer team. And my grandma moved in with us. Her health is not doing well, so I'm taking her to the doctor tomorrow. And so it's not, but, you know, it's life. We got to keep going. Beam Farms in the house, just listening and eating dinner with the family. Well, welcome. We're glad you're here. I've not seen you purchase tickets yet. I'm really hoping that you can make it, Beam Farm. I'd love to sit down and talk to you for a while at QuailCon. S.O. Swanson is correcting me. I said 26, I think. There's actually 30 states coming, but who's counting? Yeah, so there's 30 states coming. S.O. Swanson, since you're already on here, I did not text you yet, but we did get two. We got actual Alberta, Canada this week, and then just today we actually got Colorado. So I don't know if Colorado is on there. I know Alberta was not on there, but I don't know if Colorado was. But I literally just got that 30 minutes before I went live. Richard Jensen's in the house. Was my quail are molting right now? Is there anything I can do to make them comfortable or help them get through this? Egg production has been very low. Yes. So when a molt happens, you can always give them some supplements. You really don't want to change the environment or change your behavior because routine really helps them get through it as well. So try to keep the same routine going. But if you want to add electrolytes to the water, Save a Chick, you can get at Tractor Supply. You can get on Amazon. You can get from Murray McMurray Hatchery on their website. Throwing that in there and just giving a boost of vitamins and things like that, that will help them. And then other than that, really just maintain consistency and they'll get through it. It usually lasts about 2 weeks. Sherry Rush says, what brand of solar lights and fans work best? That is a hard question. We have solar power on our barn, but like tied into the grid. We've got, I don't know how many panels, 15 maybe? I don't know, 1, 2, 3, 4. I can't see it from here. We'll say 20 panels. And then the fans that we use are actually, when we built the barn, we found a machine shop that was going out of business, and we were like, how much do you want for those industrial fans up there? And he was like, if you want to take them down, you can have them. And me and Papa the Builder were like, what else you got? So we took those and incorporated those into our quail barn when we built it. Misty Dawn says, have 22 chicks from eggs I bought from Zach. They are 2 weeks old, and yesterday 9 hatched from eggs that we gathered from my year-old hens, also from Myshire. Well, congratulations. You are running with chicks all over the place, 2-week-old and chicks. So congratulations, good luck, and I wish you the best, but it sounds like you're doing great. Wyatt Hicks says, I'm trying to get the Friday off school before QuailCon. I get told it's not a good reason, LOL, but we will be there, LOL. There you go. Well, we're starting at 11 on Saturday, so I know you're not too far away. But the reason we start, I think it's 11 to 7 on Saturday and like 8 to 5 on Sunday. The reason we start so late on Saturday is because I knew people were coming in. I didn't want them to rush. And things like that, and then we just have so much stuff we want to share with you and do and have you experience that we're starting early on Sunday morning. David Bullock's in the house, says, I'd love to come, but ginseng season is a huge part of my self-sufficiency. Thanks for the invite. There you go. I understand that. Buck Reynolds is in the house from Oklahoma. Welcome. We're glad you're here. I don't think we have Oklahoma either. Teresa Wiggins says, I asked through your contact form about buying tuxedo hens, but you don't offer them. Tuxedo hens, you would buy the teen sets. If you buy a teen set and put in the note section tuxedos only, I can do my very best, and I could probably do that. If not, then I could probably wait another week. But I could probably get those out if you message. If you're just wanting tuxedos, we could probably make that happen if you put that in the notes section. But typically we do not. It's mixed, and you get what you get with the tuxedos, because they're teens. They're a little bit differently. They're a little different. So I could probably make that happen. Marilyn Perry says, hi, Zach. Hi again, Zach. Haven't been on for a while. Been busy. Have to work that weekend, so we can't come and represent North Carolina. Do you plan on having Jumbo Whites back on the website at some point? Yes. Jumbo Whites will probably be back on the website late this year. I'm going to say October-ish. Yeah, probably October. And then going forward, they'll be on forever. I'm making it a permanent thing. So we did work about the first 5.5, 6 months of the year improving weight, egg weight, weight of the quail, egg production as far as how much they lay in a year, temperament, things like that. We really focused on the breeding aspect of the whites, and now we're just building them up. So right after QuailCon, I think that we'll be good enough to put them back on. I wasn't thinking that we were going to do it until the beginning of the year, but I have 500 grow outs in the main barn, so I just kind of went crazy. And so now we have plenty, so it's either, well, now we have plenty, so I'm going to put them back on the website. But now I have to go through them all, and then, I have to sex them, and then I have to weigh them, and then we have to, check the fertility, so it'll probably take another 4 weeks. Cooked is in the house. Welcome, we're glad you're here. Richard Jensen says, oh, you're not talking to me, but welcome anyway. Joseph Johnson's in the house. It's over 100 degrees here. Is that a problem with shipped eggs? What would you recommend as a top temp to ship? So we ship all year. There's really not a huge issue with shipping. Now the post office can do damage to the eggs, obviously. Delayed or beat up box, things like that. But as far as the temperature goes, it really doesn't affect the hatch rate at all. I think we were sitting at a 72-point-something% hatch rate during winter. Spring, we got up to a 74.2%, and then summer, we're sitting at a 74 exactly. So, I mean, you're talking, 0.2% from spring to summer, and 1.5 percentage points between winter and summer. So it really, the temperature really doesn't affect hatching eggs. It makes sense that it would, but it really doesn't. The way we do it, we double box, we use special foamers, we use plenty of peanuts. They're laid the same day they're shipped, so they're fresh eggs, so this, that, and the other. Feather Connections Homestead is in the house, says, hey, I'm here, y'all. Welcome, we're glad you're here. Vicky Rue is in the house from Texas. Welcome, we're glad you're here. I gotta take a drink, guys. Nikki James is in the house. Nikki and Brad, I really need to talk to you guys. If you can't talk to me tonight, I'm going to be talking to everybody that's either volunteering or speaking at QuailCon this week. I actually had time planned that I was going to do it tomorrow, and then my mom called and said, hey, remember you're taking Nana to the doctor for that PET scan that takes 3 hours. And I went, oh, yep, forgot all about that. So I don't know if I'll have time to do it tomorrow, but I will try. Oliver Wendell Douglas is in the house. I have a neighbor that asked me about bob whites. Do you sell them? We do not. We only specialize in Caturnix. Caturnix are self-sufficient quail. Bob whites are seasonal. Yeah, they're seasonal layers, and they're more wild. They're more set them free or hunt with. Caturnix are more egg and meat producing quail. So that's kind of what our passion is. Ed Got Bait is supporting the channel by hitting the like button and says, like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell. Absolutely, help the channel grow, and we would greatly appreciate it. After QuailCon, I think I'm actually, so my birthday, it's kind of a big one this year. My birthday is, oh God, it's in 5 days, 4 days, 19, 20, 22, My birthday's in 5 days. There's so much to do. Oh. Oh. Crap. Well, that means QuailCon is next week. I'm so excited to have it, and I have so much grand plans, but there's so much to do on this farm. Oh, okay, it's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. Put the time in, put the work in. It's gonna be great. It's gonna be great, everybody. Everybody's gonna have a great time. Oh dear God. I don't even remember what I was saying. Now I'm just overwhelmed. Oh, like, subscribe. Yeah. So help the channel grow. Hit the like button, especially since I'm crying now. I'm really not. I must have hit my eye wrong. I mean, I'm watering, but I swear to God, I'm not crying. Yeah, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. It helps the channel grow, but I have not been able to do YouTube videos all year. We started another project, plus the quail barn, plus George went down to 2 days a week, which was my help. So it's just me and Jenna now, and just a lot of changes. We redid a bunch of stuff in the quail barn, and we've been doing the Canada thing, and we've got this going on and that going on, and it's just so much. I just haven't had time. But the other project that we did will be done probably the week after QuailCon. I'm really not going to work on it for the next less than 2 weeks. I've got to be here nonstop. Like I'm going to cry again. But after that, I think I'm actually going to, that's why I was saying my birthday. I think I'm actually going to take a trip for myself, a weekend away. It's been a very long, hard year, but it's going to all pay off, so it's fine. But I actually think I'm going to take a weekend away to something that I enjoy. And when I get back from that, I have it posted in the quail barn. I have it posted in the bathroom. I have it posted by my bed. I have it posted on my office. I have it posted in my truck. That once the big project is done, which it pretty much is done, there's 2 days left. And then QuailCon is over, and then I take some time to recoup and take for myself. We're going to be doing 3 videos a week on YouTube to really help people. And I'm really, for the rest of the year, I'm going to try to be educational and give you information. But also, I'm going to have you take a journey with me because we are planning on growing the business. We're planning on expanding the barn. And a lot of different things. So I'm going to have you go with us on this process. So it's going to be more of an intimate thing as well. So bear with me till then, but support the channel, hit the like button, and help me grow until I can get there. And I'd greatly appreciate it. Oh dear God. David Bullock says, did you get some help yet, or are you still single-handling the farm? I can do it. We've been doing it. I've been doing it. And once this other big project is done, it's going to give me even more time. But there's about 3 big projects I want to do in the barn after QuailCon that is going to help efficiency dramatically. Now that I've been doing the quail barn daily by myself, so like usually like he'll feed on his days that he's here, and I'll feed and water on the weekends when he's not here. Now that he's only here 2 days a week, I've been doing the poop every day and feeding and watering, and I've always collected the eggs and done orders and phone and emails and moved birds. Like that's always been my thing. So I knew that, but I came up with some efficiency ideas that I really think is literally going to save us. If you add it up, it's literally going to save us weeks a year with efficiency. Instead of taking 35, 40 minutes a day to water the brooder room, I think it's going to take it down to 0 or 5 minutes a week. And if you add that up throughout the year, every day of the year, it's really going to save us so much time. And that's really how we want to look at things, is that might save us 5 minutes a day, right? But if we do it 7 days a week, 365 days a year, how much time does that save us? And then when you add that up, you go, oh, that's an entire 2.5 weeks. Like that's 2.5 weeks of just free time. Now that free time is not free time because you find something else to do, but that's the way I'm looking at it. I ramble a lot tonight. I'm really tired. I'm working on about 4 hours of sleep for the past 3 weeks. Real tired. Nikki James says, will get with me. Thank you very much. Bill Cox is in the house from Middle Georgia. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Richard Jensen says, would a kerosene lantern work for the extra light as I collect lanterns? It would not. I do not recommend kerosene in your barn. The fumes from that actually affect quail quite a bit. Now, if you're just using it to collect the eggs and not leaving it in there, it would probably be fine. But that does scare me. There was actually a good friend of mine that was raising quail years ago. This was probably 5 or 6 years ago. He had raised them for a long time, and I think he was up to 2,500, 3,000 quail. He was up to a lot of quail. And it was dead of winter, and the barn that he was using, or the lean, whatever he was using, the roof collapsed a little bit during a storm, and so he put his kerosene heater in there, and obviously there was a big hole in the roof, and he had ventilation everywhere and windows and openings, and he just had some tarps up, and came out, and every single quail was dead the next morning, every single one of them. So that whenever someone says kerosene, that's what I think of. I'm probably overboard just because of my experience. And if you collect lanterns, you're going to know a whole lot more as far as the fumes go than I would. So that is my experience, but I would say you're going to know a lot more than I would as far as that subject goes. Alexander Henby says, we are excited to start our quail journey, both since we live in the city and my daughter is going for animal science merit badges in Boy Scouts. Well, very cool. Congratulations. Good luck. We wish you the best. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. Val Erie is in the house. First chance I've been able to get onto live. How do I get help identifying what colors dilutes my Myshire Farm sparkly and pansy egg hatched birds are? None of them look like any of the references in videos. We actually have a kind of... I'm going to kill that fly. Oh, dang it. Scared him. We actually have a lot of professionally done photos. Yes, photos on our no, good Lord. We actually have a lot of professionally done photos from a paid photographer on our website as far as chicks and adults look like. And a big thing that I'll be doing on YouTube at mid-September, like after QuailCon, is I'm actually going to be taking, I'm switching out all of our breeders. We do that once a year, and I have to start early because we have so many birds. So when I replace the birds, I'm actually going to take just quick photos of all 50 hens that I put into a cage, and just put it into a file so that you can see all the variations of them. And then when I do that, I mark the tray that I put in to replace the birds, right? And I'll actually be videoing the tray when it hatches out. So that should help dramatically. There's no way I can start that project until after QuailCon, but I do want to do that because I got to do it anyway. And I was going to make it like a fancy video and things. I'm not. I'm going to take pictures and then I'm going to post it. And if you have questions, I can help you with that. But that's that. Vicky Ruiz says, sure wish I was coming to QuailCon. Due to cancer, I can't make it this year. Lord willing, it'll be next year. Absolutely. I can't wait to see you next year. I hope you get better very quickly, and we will for sure see you next year. Sow and Tear is not talking to me. PJ's Family Farm says South Carolina will be at QuailCon. I picked him up yesterday. There you go. I'll take that. Richard Jensen says, not talking to me. Dave B says, good evening from Texas. Can't wait for QuailCon. Do you do hold at post office for shipped eggs? We've been having issues with heat and ship lately. We do not, but if you put in the notes section to hold at post office, we do that. But only if you request it. And we can't wait to see you at QuailCon. Less than 2 weeks, that I just realized. I knew it was around the corner, but for some reason it just got really real for me. Sundial Fragrance Reviews in the house from Texas. Welcome, we're glad you're here. Emmalone says, info, days my label created last Sunday. Eggs were to be delivered yesterday. Eggs still not delivered. Wonder what to do at this point. We don't ship until, your eggs wouldn't have went out until Tuesday. She does labels on Sunday because she does homeschool during the week. So I get her a ship list of projected eggs. And then ship them throughout the week as soon as they're laid. So the Sunday thing I wouldn't be too worried about. But in every box, there is a postcard that has the date that they are collected and laid. So just check that out when it comes in, but I wouldn't worry too much about it. TeslaBot says how to process quail whole. Detailed guide for beginners, time and timber homestead. Yep, absolutely. Me and that fly, man. Me and that fly. Wayninger Poultry Farm says, hey, from Indiana, can't wait to camp at QuailCon. Absolutely, can't wait to see you here. And can't wait to meet you. Teresa Wiggins says, will quail kept indoors molt? Yep, absolutely. Beam Farm says, I've been looking at hotels. The reviews are not very good. You can try Austin Landing. Austin Landing and Miamisburg, Ohio, those are maybe 4-year-old hotels. It's a nice little area. Yeah, if you go towards the Dayton Mall, so we're here and the Dayton Mall's here, it's a bunch of older stuff and the hotels are not great. And then if you go to Austin Landing, which is same distance, just opposite direction. In fact, it's right by the highway. It's about 15 minutes, maybe 20 minutes from us. But man, those hotels look really nice. But I've not stayed in any, so I don't know. 340 Quail Farm says, hey everyone, Mountain Dora checking in. Welcome, we're glad you're here. Paul Dwiggins is in the house from Texas. Welcome, we're glad you're here. Carl says, I'm having a horrible hatch rate and I can't figure out what is going on. Well, if you... Hold please. Dang it. I suck. Yeah, it would be really hard to help you without knowing a whole lot of information. Number one, you want your temperature to be 99.5 degrees and your humidity at 35% during incubation. And then you want to keep the 99.5 degrees at lockdown, but bump it up to 75%. And then if you're doing a dry hatch, which is not worrying about the humidity during incubation, then you want it at 100.5 degrees. Don't worry about the humidity. And then at lockdown, 100.5 degrees temperature and then 75% humidity at lockdown. But I mean, incubators lie, inconsistencies really help. It really determines on, are they developing? Are they not developing? If they're developing and not hatching, you've got a humidity issue. If they start and stop, you have a temperature issue, fluctuation. And I mean, there's just, it could be a lot of different things. The more information you know, the more you can whittle it down. TeslaBot says, why is white so popular? They're really not. Every year there's one color that becomes like the popular one. This year was white and Celadon. White's been our least popular jumbo in ever. Correct. Our least popular jumbo ever. We've had a ton of people ask for whites this year. I don't know if it's because they're just not on the website, and that's how life likes to laugh at me, like, oh, you picked the wrong one. I don't know, but I'm okay with that because next year no one's gonna touch our whites. Like, no, our whites are hands down gonna be amazing. We've worked very, very hard on it. Yeah, it's a fluctuation in the market is really what it is. Pris K says, good evening. First time I have caught a live in a while. Well, welcome. We're glad you're here. Roger says, hello from Davenport, Iowa. I thought these were quiet birds. Is there a video on different sounds they make? No, they really don't make a lot of different sounds. The hens might coo a little, but it's very, very light. Like, I don't even hear it anymore, but I'm hard of hearing. And then the males do their little crow, which is like a miniature bantam rooster. You know what I mean? Yeah, they don't make a lot of different sounds. The bob whites are known to make a lot of different sounds, but Coturnics, they've really got their one sound each. Carl says, I'm using the ones y'all use. The Govee over half my eggs never developed or barely start. Well, if half your eggs did not develop, then I would assume it's going to be a fluctuation issue or a circulation issue. Is what I would look at. Misty says, post office broke half of my last shipment of eggs from Myshire, but I had a 90% hatch rate from the ones that survived. There you go. You can't really beat that. That's pretty awesome. Someone here says, happy early birthday. Thank you very much. Sundial Fragrant. Oh, everybody's saying it. Oh, that must have been when I had my breakdown. Well, thank you very much. And TeslaBot says, I'm crying. I was a little, yeah. Thank you very much, everybody, for the birthday wishes. Forzu Florida says, so which one is it? Which one is what? I don't know. Feather Connections Home says, don't cry. You know you can't wait till we invade and cause mischief. No, I can't wait for that. It's getting ready for all of you. Is very overwhelming. But everybody that's coming to QuailCon, three things to remember. Number one, we're coming here to learn and have fun and enjoy each other's time. Number two, it is a working farm. So I will definitely make it accessible for everybody, but I will try to make it as pretty as I can. But it is a working farm, so I will do the best that I can. And number three, let's support each other. Edgar Bates says, Zach, have you put the tents I gave you up yet? Nope. We're going to only use one tent this year, and I'm not doing that until everybody arrives later next week. And we're just going to have a group of people that just grab a side and put it up, and then I'm done. Beam Farm says, don't have a meltdown. Too late. Wait till I get off here. Can't wait to see the meltdown I have then. I'm just joking. Nye's in the house. Welcome. Your eggs went out. Yes. If yesterday was Saturday, then they went out. It is. And they went out yesterday. So good luck. Naya was our 18 and under contest winner for last month, our Quail Kids contest. So good luck to you, and I wish you the best. Carl says 90% of my eggs never make it to lockdown. I would assume that's a temperature issue and either a fluctuation or it's not reading correctly, or you have hot and cold spots. Because I remember you saying that just a second ago you typed that half of the eggs are not even being developed. So most likely you've got a cold spot or a really hot spot in your incubator. Sherry Rush says, does anyone use solar fans? If so, what brand? Or send me a PM. There you go. I do not know that answer. Kim M says, hi from Iowa. Do you post this live? I missed the first 45 minutes. I do. As soon as we're done, I will post it live. The first 10-15 minutes is all updates. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Now, we are having QuailCon. If you don't know what that is, I mentioned it earlier, Kim. Iowa, I was really hoping to get to come to QuailCon to be represented because I went to Iowa just a month or two ago to go to Murray Fest. And Iowa is, for some reason, not being represented at QuailCon. So if you are available to come to Ohio August 31st and September 1st, I would love for you to come to QuailCon and have Iowa represented. I was really hoping that would be a thing. Thank you very much for the birthday wishes. Ritka Ace is in the house. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Nye says, how should I cover my Wainola cages in case of rain or snow? You can put a tarp on the top of it and on the back. That would work just fine. You can put a piece of plywood on top if you want to. Nothing extravagant, just something to cover it up would be completely fine. Yeah, I wouldn't overthink it at all. That's something super easy, and you think that you've got to. It's not, just whatever you've got laying around. Yeah, whatever you got laying around. Priske says, "Oh, not talking to me. Not talking to me either. No one's talking to me anymore." 50% during incubation is too high. You're going to drown the eggs. You really don't want it to go above 45%, but 35% is where you want to be. I would recommend, Carl, that you don't add water. You do a dry hatch and see if that does any better for you. So you increase your temp to 100.5 degrees the entire process. You do not even look at humidity during incubation, and then at lockdown you bump that up to 75%, and that might do very much better for you. TeslaBot says, how many birds are at the farm? 200 times 6. Oh God, life is so hard. 53. So we've got 3,200 in the brooder room right now, and there's one empty cage in the barn, and there's 76 cages that have 75 birds in each, whatever that math is. So 75 times 76 is plus, what did I say? Yeah. Holy mother of God. No wonder I'm exhausted. That can't be right. I had to do something wrong. The math that I got is 8,900 quail. The brooder room is 100% full. And the barn only has one empty cage. And there's 76 cages, plus the Wainola Ranch cage. Holy mother of God. I have too many quail. Too many quail. Need to take care of that this week. That needs to be focused. I'm going to make it focus. We need to get rid of some quail. That is way too many. Holy mother. Okay. Whew. Carl says, I've got, you're not, yeah, I've got 3 different incubators, 2 for till lockdown and 1 just for lockdown. Yeah, well, I gave you my recommend. That's where I would start. And it says, what type of light do you recommend for brooders? I like the heat lamps, but if you want to do the heat pads or the whatever they're called, there's a lot of different ways you can do it. But I personally like the heat lights. That's what I've always used. But some people don't, so it's a personal choice. As long as you can get it hot and they can go underneath it, doesn't really matter. Priske says, only other thing I can think to ask would be, do you have an automatic egg turner? Figured you would, since you don't open it again till lockdown. Yes, we do. Yeah, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 GQFs. Yeah, so yeah, we have a lot. So and Terry says, have you tested the temp reading throughout? Oh, you're not talking to me. Ed Waldron says, oh, you're not talking to me either. Beam Farm says, I've never laughed at your lives like tonight. I might be delirious or stressed as much as you. There you go. There you go. I did have a meltdown, which is kind of funny. Ed says, first 2 hatches, 78%, 22% last hatch. Yeah, so incubators might not lie at the very beginning. They will lie. First hatch, second hatch, 10th hatch, 15th hatch, something will go awry. So troubleshooting is crucial. AGO Modern is in the house. When you switch out hens, what do you do with all of them? Do quail get tough like chickens? They get a little tough, but nothing like chickens. And all of those go either to us, like my family, or my wife's family, or things like that, for us to freeze and eat, or they go to falconer food. One or the other. Carl says 2-to-1 ratio times 3. Well, that would be a big problem. When you have a 2-to-1 ratio, you're going to have a lot less fertility, surprisingly, because, well, they're going to beat each other up. You're also going to have a much lower egg production, so that's a big problem as well. Fly swatter. The fly swatter's downstairs. It's this one. I think he came in with me from the barn. Study Soundscape says, Skylar here from Louisiana. Been watching your videos and loving getting my first set of eggs soon. Just built the cage. Awesome. Good luck to you. We wish you the best. And if you have any questions, feel free to ask. 340 Quail Farm says, newly set dry hatch batch just had a sudden increase in humidity to 52%. Only thing I can think of was maybe one egg cracked. Should I be worried about the added humidity? I wouldn't. I'd let it go. I would assume it drops. If it doesn't drop by probably tomorrow, I'd open it up and find out what the crap happened. But I'd let it go for the night at least. Ritka A says, males crow and they prefer to do it all night long. Sometimes they grunt, and if they happen to run out of food and water, then they whine when they see you. There you go. There you go. Carl says, happy birthday. Thank you very much. William Markle says, hello all, and hello Myshire Farm. 4 years later, your stock is doing well over here. Wonderful to hear. And congratulations on your success. Sounds like you're doing great. Linda Easton-Waller says, howdy everyone, coming to you from Sacramento. Looking forward to QuailCon. Linda is not only sponsoring a quail breakfast, QuailCon before party? What is that called? Pre-party? She's doing a pre-party down in Miamisburg, which is 10 minutes away from us, for a breakfast before Saturday. If you want to check that out, make sure you go onto our website and see what time that is, and you can reach it out to Linda Easton-Waller. She's also posted it on Facebook as well, and she'll be speaking at QuailCon. So thank you very much. Hello all from Western Oregon. Welcome. We're glad you're here. Nadia says, thank you. Can't wait for them to arrive. Absolutely, and good luck. Carl says, I'm using Pro Series Digital Incubator 4251. I got off TeamU, don't know the name, but I've had the best luck of it than a Quincy Labs 10140 incubator. I would say most of your issues is an incubator issue. And if you got it off TeamU, the 4250, I bet it's a still air, which is probably another really big issue. So those are the two things I would look at right away. Shane Seal says, good evening, Seals Family Farm. We will see you at QuailCon. Wonderful. I can't wait to meet you and see you and talk to you, obviously. Kim M says, I went to your presentation at McMurray Fest and bought your eggs in 17 hatched. I hope you have QuailCon next year. I plan to come to it. We will. We've had QuailCon. This will be the, I don't know, 5th year, 4th year, 5th year? I don't know. We've had it for a while now. So we plan on having it next year, but we'll see how it goes. But I'm just saying, if you're available at the end of the month, we'd love to have you come now. That's all I'm saying. Yeah, 8,900 is a ridiculous amount. Kim M says, is quail math like chicken math? Very much so. Probably worse. About 9,000 birds. Holy mother of God! What? Why have I not paid attention to that? That's ridiculous. That needs to change this week. So Interior says, I use brooder plates. They need to be low enough so they can push their back on it. There you go. Feather Connections is in the house. Teresa Wiggins says, no amount of math computes. There you go. There you go. Vicky says, happy birthday to you, Zach. Best birthday ever. Thank you very much. S.O. Swanson says, 4th year. 2021 was the first. Huh. Seems like we've had it for like 10 years. All right, everybody. I just count my t-shirts. There you go. There you go. All right, everybody. That is the announcements for tonight in the comments and the live. Now, if you missed the beginning of the live, I did do some very important information about QuailCon that's coming up. So if you're coming to QuailCon or interested or just want to know about it because you're nosy, I don't care. Check out the first 10 minutes. And it will give you information that we have not discussed before. More information is on our website at myshirefarm.com. Thank you everybody for coming. I really appreciate you all. And we will see you next week, the last live before QuailCon. So until then, everybody, stay safe and happy hatching. We'll see you next week, everybody. Thanks.